You're listening to Happy Hour Hustle from the creative geniuses here at 834. We're funny, informative, and we swear. We talk all things marketing, communication, small business, plus we offer up hot takes on our industry and whatever else we feel like talking about. So, grab your drink of choice. It's always 5 o'clock at 834. And crank it up. Hey hustlers, we have another interview for you today with one of the incredible cohort members from the Small Business Association of Michigan's Women's Entrepreneurial Fellowship. Lindsey Potter owns and runs Bright Light Early Care and Education in Battle Creek. And when I say runs it, I mean she is in it every day, on the floor with the kids, with the families, solving problems in real time. She has years in childhood education behind her, and she's using all of it to completely rethink what childcare looks like. We get into what small business ownership looks like for her and what big things are coming up next. Here's our conversation. Lindsey, thank you so much for joining us today on Happy Hour Hustle.
Thanks for having me. It's good to be here.
Of course. And our first question always is, because it is Happy Hour Hustle, is what is your drink of choice?
We have a family favorite, and it is called Whiskey Slush. It's an orange juice and green tea whiskey drink with some Sprite if it's a day where you need it.
Oh my God, that sounds incredible. I love
it.
it.
It's chilly in the winter, but it's perfect in the summer.
So tell us a little bit about Bright Light Early Care and Education. How do you describe it to people when someone asks what you do?
Yeah, and so we're just, good old-fashioned childcare, but built differently on purpose. And so our childcare is childlike wonder and real life solutions. Our goal is to meet the needs of the families and have them be the hero of their story of having their childcare facilitated while they take on their career goals with real life solutions. But during those days, we get to do the work of childhood, which is play and healthy food and realistic relationships, leading interactions, and just really being kind of with each other like one large family over time.
That's awesome. What kind of led you guys to build that business in that way? What did you see in the childcare market? What led to that?
So I'd been in the early care preschool world my entire career. I'd had my children during that season, and we were always in the space choosing home-based childcare providers because they had that nature of relationship, time, capacity. It was a little more personal. And that's just missing in the center-based world because the centers have more staffing, which allows for more direct jobs, but they sometimes then become feeling like institutions instead of feeling like families or feeling like homes. And so our model blended multi-age care, home-like environments, relationships as the lead, and child-based play in the highly structured center-based environment, which was really built different on purpose.
And what's been the most energizing part of building this business and doing this?
It's a silly thing like client retention, but what it means is they trust us, right? And so when we get these kids from infancy until they head off to kindergarten, or we have generations and sibling groups and family referrals, that is the part that says we're doing it a way that is needed right now. And so we can evolve as the clients need different sorts of care, but right now this is filling the buckets of what the care needs are so that the families can do the work and we can do the support with child development and daily life.
And what are you most proud of at this point and at this stage in Bright Light?
We were really blessed. We ended up being able to get from open and to fully enrolled in about 9 months. And for a childcare of 100 students, that was a labor of love. At this point in time, I think I'm most excited about our retention of staff and our culture that remains as we get ready to expand from a single site to a double site. That staff and that culture is very present and ready to jump. And so that means we put in that foundation of what Bright Light is and how Bright Light acts as a consistent routine.
That's awesome. And you've talked a little bit about, the staff retention and being able to provide for families. What's one thing that's creating momentum for your business right now? Kind of like moving you forward, getting you excited?
We do expect to open a second location in 2026, and it is definitely creating momentum and urgency all at the same time.
Oh yeah, I can only imagine. What's a skill, as a business owner, you don't always start out knowing all the things, right? And I'm sure there's been some stumbles along the way and things that you've learned. What would you say that you've grown the most? What skill have you grown the most as a business owner?
So my career in education always was working with 4-year-olds. I was a really good problem solver and a shared thinker. But what I think I have practiced even more in this role of leadership is the pause. It's the pause before, it's the consideration of the multiple impacts. And that role as a leader and as a business owner has really been critical to make the next best decision, maybe not always the next complete decision or right decision, but the next best decision. And using that pause to get there has really added agreement and success to the decisions as we've made as we've gone along.
And what's a lesson that you've learned along the way that's made your business stronger?
I am a fast thinker. So one of the lessons that I had to learn very quickly was that communicating my thoughts is very valuable. And so while I may have considered the idea or run through the options, I came to a conclusion, and unless I bring people along on some of that thinking and include them in the communication, it can feel abrupt or unexpected. And so really helping people understand the why and the intention and embodying it, not just complying with it, has helped our growth immensely.
And I know you mentioned the second location. That's got to be the next big milestone and goal, right?
It is. It comes with a full kitchen, and we're going to be producing childcare food, and so it comes with a lot of layers. We purchased our first property in 2024, and so that was like the first goal. This will be the second goal, and so it's growth mindset.
Yep, absolutely. Well, we wish you all the luck in that. It's going to be incredible. What has being part of the Women's Entrepreneurial Fellowship, what has this helped in so far in supporting your business and what you've learned there?
I think that I was in a space where I needed to get outside of just childcare or just education, just bright light walls, and really look at the opportunities and vulnerabilities associated with business ownership and business planning. You've spent so much time those first couple of years just getting it off the ground and feeling stable, that moving from feeling stable to looking forward is the fellowship has helped frame the brain around the next opportunity instead of just staying stable.
Awesome. And then what's one moment recently that you can remember, or that's reminding you why you got into it and why you started? Is there like a story or a moment that's happened recent weeks, days?
I think when we just we turned 4 this weekend, actually. So that has been our first couple of years that we did our anniversary. We looked back and we found statistics, and we found hired and children and people, the numbers of the story. And as we looked back this time for our next birthday, we decided we had to do it different. We had too many memories, right? And so I think that opportunity to continue to look back, but also look forward and evolve, gives us a different story we tell. And so it's exciting to be celebrating our 4th birthday and thinking, how will we celebrate our 5th and our 6th and our 7th? And that it's exciting.
That is exciting, and congratulations. Where can people go to learn about Bright Light, connect with you? Where can they go?
Our best Bright Light connection is website or social media. We are on Facebook and Instagram. We work really hard to have a platform that people can see what it looks like for their children. As a colleague to the early childhood world, my contact information is there. I work a lot at our organization, as well as Child Care Providers Association of Michigan, which is an association that I'm the chair of. We are working alongside SBAM on a policy council. So I'm within a lot of circles in early childhood, trying to improve the product and make childcare businesses stable and important as they are, because we know they're the base of our workforce. And so find me via the website or via LinkedIn.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Lindsey. We appreciate the time.
You're welcome. Have a wonderful day.